Welcome back to Honkai Impact 3rd, where we are playing After the Blood Moon Fades, featuring Teresa. Or Luna? What's your real name? Something, right off the bat, that I didn't notice last time, but is probably very helpful after all this time. There is a thing called memories over here. For some reason this tab does not have any music. Don't know why it can't just keep playing, but we have a relationship chat, which is a pretty nice summary, I would say. Don't know how important these are gonna be anymore, but this is Sirin's relationship chart with her best friend Tereri, her lovely junior... No, wait. That should be a double-sided arrow, I think. Then we have... What was her name again? Not Bronya. Lovely junior Sirin. Then the two sailors that want to protect each other. And the sailor that finds Sirin amusing. And these two were partners in the Summer Dreamland, the totally not Pokemon event. So that might be important at some point still, but I doubt it. This should also be a double arrow, I think. Somehow the captain and Rosemary don't have a relationship yet. Or we just don't know how to describe that. Rosemary finds Bronny very interesting, while Bronny just sees her as a partner. Kongming, wow, I forgot your name almost, is very cautious about Rosemary and annoyed about Bronny, while Bronny finds her amusing and Rosemary finds her interesting. And he is Mr. Assassin to her. Then we have the ferryman side, who seems to want, who has Delta, who seems to want to teach a lesson to the ferryman. What kind of team are you? Then she thinks of Kazumi as a partner, and Kazumi thinks of her as a partner, so that could be one arrow with two sides. You are so complicated with these. And she thinks the ferryman is a person who is needed. And finally we have Luna's side, who has all the Teresas as a hostage, and thinks of Cullen as her big sister, who we also do not quite know what she thinks of Luna. And to her, the captain is a special person. A special flavor. Let's hope we do not just become a meal to her. Can't be one arrow, it has to be pink, blue and white at the same time. Oh yeah, can't have that. Couldn't work around that at all. Let's continue. I have played this stage every day off screen and unlocked a few things, but I have not used any of it. We have now the magic bubble gun, allows you to dispel illusions in Sapphire. A cute bubble gun, fires magical bubbles. We have the silent liberator, allows you to instantly kill an enemy from behind or the side. Although plain looking, this blade is sharp enough to inflict a fatal wound. This might not be necessary for progression, I guess. And the power gloves, which allow you to push boxes that are one level high. A pair of robotic gloves that enhance its user's strength. I still have quite a few points left, but I can't unlock more unless we complete a bit more of the main story. However, also I still have my attempt for today here, but I hope we will be unlocking at least one more that I can get more points out of that near the end of the stream. Or if we get stuck because I'm unable to progress again. With that, we will figure out. There was illusions down here. I used the bubble gun on one of them already to see if it works. It's not anything special. They just poof away. And now we can explore further. We also got a few missions when I unlocked all those things. Surely we will stumble upon those as we explore. Light up the mechanism on the floor in the right order. There should be clues nearby. Boy, I love clues. Do you love clues? Blues clues. Are we running? Yes, we were running. This is my running speed. Left, right, up, down. Yeah. I think you said that before this puzzle was even a thing, but... There's also gonna be a second puzzle further over there. I mean, this one is... I'm clueless, but... You didn't make it very difficult to cheese it. Oh, started with the correct one. Does it have to do with the grass? Maybe. Possibly. Just went where there was the most grass. Next time it will restart the whole event if you fail. Oh no! Now we're at the beach, where we can drown ourselves. I wonder where the hints were. I do not know. Is there anything here to not drown ourselves? Don't think currently. Well, let's look at the map and see where there are things to explore. Find the comic book. Well, it's a quest, so that's quest. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patches of grass adjacent to the tile. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. Still don't know how the first one worked though. Are you comic books? You are comic books. Hello, this is Himeko, the police volunteer in Sapphire. Wait, what? You're the client? Sorry, it's me indeed. You're the master thief who taught me how to shut the auction house's gate. Shush, I'm just a comic book nerd. Master thief, you must have been mistaken for someone else. Nothing good comes of you. Let me guess. Could it be... Help me find my lost comic book, please. As expected. You won't believe this. I had such a hard time finding someone who could help me buy a comic book from a bookstore, so naturally I had to keep it safe. The plan was flawless. I went and hid it in the park. Then it must be in the park. Why don't you just go get it? That's the problem. Just to be safe, I placed too many heavy objects around it to protect it, and now I can't access it either. Okay, this probably unlocked when we got the gloves. Help me out, please. I can't stand a day without my comics. I feel absolutely rotten, like I'm being eaten from the inside out. Oh, woe is me. Is it really that bad? How can you be so heartless? How can you stand by and watch an innocent comic book fan fall apart? Oh, such cruelty. How did you place the rocks if you can't move them now? Fine, fine, I'll help you. That would make me less of a villain. I don't have a choice, do I? Comic book things. Also, I found out which key I need to press to not have to use the mouse for these anymore. It's R for some reason, which makes no sense to me, and I also can't change it anymore. Use power gloves to solve this. I have. I have been solving. Ah, reset puzzle, huh? Is it that difficult? Might be. It's not. Not yet. Not yet difficult. I have played Pokemon. I know how to boulder puzzle. Do I know how to boulder puzzle? I can't move this one down or it will be lost forever, so I need to start here. Well, first things first. Ah. Master of boulder puzzles. Call me that. R to roll with it. R to open the chest. Seems like this page was ripped out of a diary. That's not a comic book. I heard someone talking about me when I walked past today. Apparently word on the street is that I'm a master thief. No door I can't open, no safe I can't crack. It's fine to let a few misconceptions swirl about. Nobody will ever understand loners like me. Sometimes, when I look at the treasure, I start to think. Maybe I really am as bad as they say. I'm the one who got all the treasures. What triumphant music. But I feel empty inside. Don't feel like myself. Why? Why can't I be satisfied? What must I do to fill this void inside me? Thankfully, after doing some reading, I finally realized. Funky music. The humans are flawed and finite creatures, unless you overcome humanity. So I rejected my humanity. The latter parts of the entry become more erratic, with the handwriting getting so sloppy as to become indecipherable. There's a note here. There was a note here. It's gone now. Hey, are you still human? Got my comic book. Thank you so much. Here. Is this what you want? That's right. The Bloodkin Princess and Her Beloved Knight is my favorite vampire comic book. It's a masterpiece, I tell ya. I wish I could tell the whole world about it. I have a feeling he is going to bloviate about the comic. Me too. The book starts with the vampire princess fleeing from the castle where she has been kept, under the crimson moon where she thirsts for blood. Her beloved knight appears. I know it. The knight isn't afraid of her bloodthirsty nature. Instead, he's mesmerized by her story and promises to show her the world. They travel through countries and embark on a whirlwind romance. The princess's go-to line is, "I'm a vampire. Can I take a sip?" How adorable she is. mischievous as an imp and sweet as an angel. I want the entire world to know how cute she is. Come, read it. I got 3 sets and I'm willing to give you one of them. Then, you too can bask in the glory of Bloodkin Princess. There's no end to this. Oh, and I've got to tell you about the latest chapter. Wait a minute, how did this happen? What's wrong? One of them is missing. Just to be safe, I hid the different copies in separate locations. You only brought back some of them. Why didn't you tell us about this sooner? Forget it. Let's go again. Oh boy. Where do you say? Ah. Yeah, more classy than rocks. Boulder puzzles evolved. Oh no, they're in the wrong order. What will I do? Oh no, I lost. Oh no, I lost. I think this is a better approach. Got it. Time for a difficulty spike. It is. Oh no! So many. So many colors. So difficult. What will I possibly do? I cannot possibly solve this in any feasible way. Guess I'll have to look at a guide. Getting close to the treasure, by which you mean we have reached the treasure. There were a few notes left behind. Was born amongst the night. The moonlight is my nourishment. My loyal companions follow my lead. Darkness shall reclaim the earth. How do we bring them out from fiction into reality? It gradually dawns on me that the more people believe in something, the more real it becomes in this world. First, it was the rumor about the shadows flickering through the cat's resting area. Second, then, there were the suspicious blood spots around the bush. Third, and finally, the mysterious markings in the park that were said to have been made when 2 vampires fought one another. This is fantastic. All we need now is a capable actor to play the part. Allow me to have the honor. Vampire costumes certainly don't come cheap. I'll sell my buried treasure if I really have to. A small sacrifice to see my grand vampire project come to completion. Certainly. Certainly, my friend. Your plans. It will all come to fruition. Why can I not walk up here? Is it necessary to block that way? Just teleport. Pretty sure this is the missing one. Here you go. Our job here is done, right? Abra took the comic book and briskly sat down to read. Ah, what? A cliffhanger again. Feel like I have seen this scene before. Well, that's how comic books work. In the serial from a year ago, the Bloodkin Princess was taken away by her sister. Under the crimson moon, she made a promise to the knight that they would meet again. What a moving story. As the year progressed, there were numerous twists and turns. Not once during this time did either of them forget their promise, and they worked diligently for it. Finally, the knight arrived at the castle gate. One door was all that separated him and his beloved. Don't tell me that's where it ends. It did, that stupid offer. These chapters always end so abruptly. It's enough to drive you crazy. Calm down. Don't want to get yourself in trouble again. I just wish I could travel in time to a few days from now and check out the next chapter. Which will probably end just as abruptly. Don't jinx it! Fine, let me ask you a question. You're not the master thief, are you? What? What are you talking about? This was found between the pages. It would explain why you knew how to sneak into the auction house, and it seems you also have something to do with the vampires. Placed collected journal fragments and notes in front of Abelard. Well... Abelard pulled me aside and slipped a few coins into my pocket, unfazed. This is all the money I've saved up over the last few years. You know nothing, okay? And we knew nothing. Great. Nothing was gained. Left-right symmetry. Oh, that's the guy blocking the path up there, isn't it? That title is foreboding. We're gonna have to move stuff again. Want to dispel the phantoms on the beach. There's a bunch of strange sculptors here. Ah. Clear the illusion. Clear the illusion. Take a look at the board. Test 1. Align the sculptures on both sides. So let's start. I couldn't read that, but I understand. Understood somewhat. I thought I had to move them, not remove them. Is it supposed to be the same or mirrored? Still. Remove the phantom sculpture with the magic bubble gun and align the sculpture on both sides symmetrically. Solved! Goodbye, trees. Hello, trees. Oh, I need to do this one. You cannot really see the path over there, but guess you can guess. Guess there's nothing over here except map completion. Symmetrically over a line is mirrored, yes. Well, you've been shown the silver statues for like what? 3 seconds? Yeah, sure need to remember it then. Ain't that treasure is still blocked though. What's on the beach? It's me. I'm on the beach. We were down there last time, trying to find a way up. I'm just filling out the map. Old fisherman. I've been fishing for years and I've seen all kinds of fish. You pick up something you've never seen before. Come look for me. Sure thing, dude. Sure thing. Will you unlock this for me when I do that? Because I see no other way. Treasure in the mountain. It's a mountain treasure in the mountain. But isn't this where the high-level monsters are? Surely I cannot get past this. Actually, this guy has his back turned to me. So that's the puzzle here. So that backstabbing thing is for progression after all. People have been stabbed successfully. I wonder what button I need to press to stab. Not that one. Is it the usual attack button? No. I do not understand how you messed this up. Let's not use my mouse. Clear all illusions in the maze. That's a big guy. Combat, you say? I have a bad feeling about combat, because you have a red tile under you. And I avoid combat, for now. And stab you in the back. Possibly not. Oh, it's that kind of combat. I can't do that. It's normal to run into obstacles while searching for treasure. But... I'm not afraid of your kind of combat.
と褒めてもいいんだよ。
Somehow that respawned all the enemies. Maybe I shouldn't bother getting rid of all them. Also, there isn't even an illusion down here. Why did I come here? Or? No, seems like the chest is open. Anything up here? No. What's over here? More maze. Or something. Can't dig yet. That's a heart. Wanted to look if that looks like anything on the map. Might. Amazing. Also, great that I can walk here. I want to get back to my treasure. Yay, party chests. The boy wearing hat. Not on the map though. Hello, do you want to join us in the vampire treasure hunt? Vampire treasure hunt? Sounds very mysterious. What's it all about? You don't know? It's all the rage now. It's about vampires and treasure and hunting. Vampires know a few more things than just drinking human blood. We have some rather affluent vampires here and they have hidden some of their treasures in this very city. And I presume no one knows where they are. Are they where the floor is marked with a red X? I know! I've been sniffing around for a long time. The treasure is located in the maze across the swimming pool, but my mom never taught me how to swim. Oh really? Then I can help. That'd be great! There are 3 treasures in total. I've marked them on the map for you. Guess it's not the X's. Also, when you say across the pool, I thought you meant down here. But by across the pool, you meant across from here. The pool. These are gonna be in the places I just went where I said there is no illusion here. Also, this despawned all the enemies. Found a toy car. Okay, there's still enemies down there. Ah, yeah, down there. Found a water gun. Found a toy aeroplane. Give the child what it deserves. Hello, child. Did you find them, did you? The vampire's treasures? Yes, there was nothing but a bunch of toys. A car, a gun, and a plane. Terrific. They're finally back. I can hang out with my friends again now. So these belong to you. Only little kids believe in vampires and treasure hunts. My mom tossed my toys away and I just wanted to get them back. I never thought someone so young could be such a natural liar. This kid needs to be taught a lesson. So you lied to me. That's it. Finders keepers. I'm taking all of this stuff I found. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lied to you. Thank you for getting them back. These are all the homo chips I have. Would you be willing to sell those toys back to me? Why is there a nagging sense of guilt boiling up inside me? Alright, I'm just kidding. Take them. They are precious vampire treasures after all. You can keep those coins, just don't let me catch you doing this sort of thing again. Okay, thank you. But we get your treasure after all. Troubled Fruit Farmer. Our last side mission. And it's right up here by the place we continue anyways. Oh, it's Juliet. Juliet, have you become a fruit farmer? There are many strange things in the garden. Still not cleaned up. It's still not cleaned up. It's still not cleaned up. Please clean it up already. Cleared 1 illusion. Cleared 2 illusion. Cleared 3 illusion. All illusions clear. Cleaning up went somewhere. Yeah, we pick up some fruits. And don't step on what? Oh, don't step on any tiles twice, huh? Pick 1 fruit. Not the way I wanted to go, but... Go to the finish line. Oh, I'm... Oops, stepped on a previous tile. I didn't see that the finish line was on the other side, because of the quest overlay thingy. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it harder. I say, after failing it. Because I cannot get this one. How do I get that one without... Well, it needs to be the last one, is the trick. Let's go backwards then. No. Okay. Okay. I failed. Can I restart? Will I remember? I remembered. Thank you. You can have the treasure chest. I have the treasure chest. It's been a long day. Now we drown. Oh, hey! One of those. Is everything you said true? It doesn't matter. I know you don't have to lie to me. But how? How did this happen? That person and I can never... I never believed in fate. But if this is the destined ending, I might as well end it myself. Oh no, truth. And we have all the fragments in this map. Is there any obvious spaces unexplored? Well, we can't go in here yet. That was a closed gate. We can't open that gate. I think down here was an actual... Light up the 4 street lamps around the swimming pool. Puzzles. Well, light up, you mean make them taller somehow. Because they definitely are already lit up. Yay, stuff. Obtained 2000 unheard stories. Okay, there's nothing here. That's what I wanted to actually check. What was here? A level 40 enemy that hasn't had his back turned to me. Sorry. Sorry for bothering you, good sir. I mean, it could be that there were illusions somewhere that I don't remember. But surely the game would be nice enough to tell me eventually where I miss things. So I guess we should just move on with our lives. Don't see any obvious unmarked spots, undiscovered spots. Okay. Plot time. It's light up, not light down for the lamps. Yeah, I guess. Oh, there's a chest there. Go in that direction at all though. Don't think we really can. At least not now. Maybe you get there from above or something. Maybe. Head to the suburbs. Sapphire City. I saw the fire devouring the blood moon again. Oh, sure, bloody. The fiery air drained the last bit of air from my lungs, and my legs couldn't carry my leaden body any farther. But she is crying. The rampant flames consumed everything. My arm stretched towards her, burned red hot. Yet my heart felt ice cold. I have to save her. Heat waves pounded against my chest as crimson flames blurred my vision. The searing tongues of fire nearly melted my outstretched hand. I must save her. Feeling anguish over the other people's plight, you haven't changed a bit. Who's talking? Familiar fragrance wafted near, lessening the pain somewhat. I had heard this voice before. I remember your voice, but I can't recall your name. Don't worry about it. You remember what to do, right? I do, but I can't leave right now. She's still weeping here, right in front of me. I can't just leave her. Well, that's something you can solve after you wake up. Do you not trust me? No, I trust you. You're always so gentle and innocent. Well then, follow me, please. The perfume of rosemary drifted by, and flickering flames receded, until... The sight before me gradually cleared up. I smelled fog in the winds, and heard the crackling of campfire at my side. Only then did I realize I was leaning against a tree. Finally. Are you alright? Hearing my coughing, Sirin, who had been pacing around not far away, immediately came to inspect me carefully. I'm fine. I'm used to it now. Is it possible to get used to fainting? You were an odd one. Seeing that I was unharmed, Sirin walked to the other side of the campfire with her arms crossed. How do you feel, Captain Summer? I feel... well, pretty good. What about Bronny and Himiko? Where are we? Relax. Your question will be answered one by one. We are surrounded by fog and stuck in a forest. Sirin shook her head impatiently. I looked up and saw the outline of a castle in the fog. Is that a castle? Could you be in there? A sharp pain radiated from my chest, causing me to bite my lips. For some reason I had a strong feeling that I would see her there soon. She must be hiding in that conspicuous building, right? I hate this. The castle is right in front of us, but we just can't find a way inside. That's why Miss Himiko and Miss Bronny are searching for a path to the castle. Rita glanced at Sirin, then back at me, appearing troubled. Is something wrong, Rita? It's been ages since I heard from them. What? What's going on? Rita clenched the communicator and shook her head with concern, signaling she couldn't reach Bronny and Himiko at all. Oh, come on. Why did she rely on some stupid machine to find the way? And she calls herself a genius hacker. I shouldn't have bought that after she made that huge position error last time. I should go look for them. Captain Summer, you've just woken up. You're not fit to move yet. Yeah, just stay there. She's right. You should get some rest. Rita, keep an eye on this guy. I'll go find Himiko and Bronny. No, I can't let you go alone. I'm counting on you, Miss Sirin. Rita? My weak body couldn't keep up with them. Rita quickly handed the communicator to Sirin. The purple-haired girl took the communicator, waved to us with her back turned, and disappeared into the thick fog. Don't worry. I've already sent Miss Sirin's location to Miss Bronny. She just replied that she'd receive her immediately. So, Himiko and Bronny's signals were there this whole time. Did you send Sirin away so we could talk in private, Rita? The elegant witch let out a small sigh, but immediately resumed her trademark smile, as if I was imagining it. You've been quieter than you usually are on this journey, Rita. Is there anything you want to tell me? I'd like to hear your opinion on the situation, Captain. The situation? We're obviously trapped in a fog, but still looking for a way to the castle. We don't know where to go yet, but we'll get out of this fog and get into the castle sooner or later, or so I believe. You're as determined as always, even when our thoughts are trapped in this fog. I thought you were gonna say, hoo-hoo, you're so optimistic and naive. Hey, aren't you gonna refute that? Why would I? You're indeed optimistic and naive. You trust others unreservedly, whether it's a strange girl who approaches you without notice, or an unexpected visitor who claims to be your enemy. You work with them open-heartedly. Aha, I think you've got it backwards. It's them who work with me, a complete stranger, open-heartedly. The trust is mutual, I guess. To gain others' trust, you have to trust them first, eh? Maybe that's how you see it. But in reality, it's not that simple. Sometimes the person we trust is just in our imagination, and that's why we feel betrayed when they reveal the other side. That makes sense, but your idea of trust isn't the same as what I believe or want to believe in. Oh. Even if I know I'd see the other side one day, I believe I'd still choose to trust them. That's the trust I believe in. So despite not knowing what you will face in the castle, you hold on to this trust. Yes, I see. I gazed at the castle shrouded in fog, so close yet so distant. I don't know what she's planning to do, but I know she's waiting for me. Simple as that. I'm here to fulfill our promise. I hope I haven't kept her waiting for too long. I hope she won't mind me coming to see her this late, or maybe she will. It's fine either way. Locating the bubble universe she's in took long enough. Luckily, you located her easily this time. Yes, lucky me. A faint smile graced Rita's face. Amid the crackling of the campfire, her eyes fell on me. I felt like something was about to emerge in my mind. Before I could say anything, Rita spoke again. Assume everything has been resolved and you have found her. What will you do? I've never really thought about that. My focus has always been on finding her. I'll take her for ice cream. She'll love it, and this time I'll bring plenty of coins, enough for her to taste every flavor. If she likes it, I could even open a restaurant that sells ice cream and a limited number of chocolate truffle steak. But with my cooking skills, she might go bankrupt. Maybe I'll have to get a part-time job to balance the books. Future. What a beautiful term. Even though the moment it flashed across my mind had declared its unattainability, its radiance still captivated me. When I thought of these things, I forgot all my pain. Your dreams are really uplifting, Captain. But before that, there are still many things I need to do. I want to ask her why she kept evading me, why she did those things to Teresa in different bubble universes, and why Kong Ming must have discovered her purpose and decided to leave the ship alone. I have to stop her before things get even worse. Rita simply listened by my side. Seeing me fall silent, her lips slowly parted. You know, sometimes stopping is just one of the many bad solutions. Is that directed at her, who's trying to stop me from finding her by escaping the different bubble universes? Or to me, who's trying to stop her from putting the Teresas in a worse bind? Don't get me wrong, Captain. What I'm saying is, for things that aren't yet clear, any solution could lead to undesired results. Indeed, I didn't understand her purpose, nor know where my actions might lead to. Especially when it comes to resolving certain issues. It feels like we are tossing a coin with challenges on both sides. No matter which side it lands on, things might not turn out as expected. Don't stop me from stopping her stopping me. We will stop her from stopping her stopping me. But if that coin is tossed enough times, it might produce a third result. You're saying. Time and time again, I tossed the coin with bitter outcomes on both sides. Countless failures. Countless frustrations. Amidst the sea of absolutes, I searched for the slightest coincidence. Finally, I tossed out a third possibility. During those wavering nights, I stubbornly ran after her. After countless attempts, we finally got what we wanted. And the girl who once smiled at me under the lanterns was waiting there for me as well. But your past experiences and that success that made you optimistic about finding the third possibility. Rita, maybe you're unaware, but I'm not someone who can confidently face any situation. It's more like I've never considered giving up searching for a third possibility, when faced with two extreme outcomes. I see. You're always so gentle and determined. In fact, for them, or maybe for us, you are the third possibility to suddenly emerge in a dilemma, Captain. Huh? So please keep moving forward, as steadfastly as you always have. Thank you, Rita. I'm supposed to accompany you to the third possibility, but I'm afraid I must leave you temporarily. Rita, where are you going? She slowly stood up. The campfire's warm glow made her smile look even more enigmatic. Don't worry, I just have some personal matters to deal with. Once everything is settled, I'll explain them to you. I don't understand. That confused look on your face is so adorable. She turned and walked into the fog. I instinctively tried to get up and pull her back, but I was too weak to do so. Rita turned back at the sound of my coughing and sighed resignedly. Seeing my breathing gradually steady, her expression softened a bit, and her lips curled into that gentle smile again. Don't worry, this will all be over soon. Then she walked away, disappearing into the boundless fog. Sound of my coffin? Weird. No, not that pun. Has escaped the stars. As expected, she didn't tell me anything. I'm so sorry about her. I'm so worried about her. What are you sorry about, Captain? I gazed at where Rita disappeared, then at the distant castle, hoping she and everyone else would be safe. Hey, did you sleep well? Before long, Bronny and the others returned to the campfire and greeted me casually. Where's that woman? The signals from Bronny and the others didn't disappear at all. Darn it, she played me again. What does she want? Rita said she needed to deal with some personal matters. She left alone? That sounds like something she'd do. Don't worry, she's not someone who goes down easily. Why can't she just put our minds at ease? Did she say anything about those personal matters she's dealing with? No, but I'm sure she has her reasons for leaving. What about you? Did you find anything in the forest? Yes, we found a note. A note? Himiko took out the note and handed it to me. The paper was unremarkable, but an elegant-looking line was written on it. Those who enter the forbidden grounds, death will follow in their wake, shadowing them until the end. Is this a warning that bad things will happen to those who enter the forest? Interesting. Sending a threatening letter is so yesterday. Where did you find this note? That strange-colored bat over there brought it to us in its mouth. Strange-colored bat? Only then did I notice a small bat perched not far away on a tree branch. It tilted its head from time to time as it studied me with black, greedy eyes. Pretty unique, huh? You don't often see bats in this wilderness, and it's standing upright on a tree branch. If it wasn't for this little bat leading the way, we might not have found our way back here. Actually, my tracker also. Hey, do I need to remind you about that time the tracker led us to a dead end? Well. Oh yeah, Captain, how are you feeling? Can we set off now? Thank you for asking, Bronny. I'm fine. As I stood up, the bat on the tree branch flapped its wings and started flying ahead of us. Is it leading the way? Bingo. That's how we got back here. The little bat flew ahead of us leisurely, occasionally turning round to glance at us. The bushes rustled behind us, and the fog in front of us seemed to thicken. I don't know why this bat is behaving like this, but it's our only hope. Let's see where it takes us. Question. Did Luna send the bat, or is Luna the bat? Welcome to the welcome the future. Suburbs of Sapphire. Castle is ahead. There's a bat here. Could it be related to the castle? Go unlock the Realm of Wonders. Water Djinn! Oh no. That's someone I didn't expect to see again. Ghosts. Huh. The path ahead is blocked by rocks. How can we follow the bat now? By using the big old cannon. What do? We don't have wings. This path was probably blocked by a landslide. We just need to figure out how to clear the rocks. It's easier said than done. Don't worry, Sirin. We have the tool right in front of us. Tool? You mean that big cannon? Doesn't matter why a cannon is here. All that matters is that it could work. This thing still fire after being exposed to the elements for so long. Well, let's try it and find out. Suburb, load cannonball. The cannon has a shooting range of 3 tiles. There will be an orange mark where the cannonball will land. When firing the cannon, you can break rocks on the cannonball's landing spot. It will also blow rocks adjacent to the spot 1 tile away. Fire! It worked! It actually worked. You seem way too excited for someone who doubted it would work, Sirin. I thought it would work from the beginning. The rocks have been blasted apart. Some are still blocking the road. We might have to clear them by hand. No problem. Let's do it. Push. I pushed. I found ghosts. Because I was curious what's over here. It's treasure. Annoying fawns. Annoying fawns everywhere. Oops. I just want to push the boulder on the ghost. Voice? Maybe not. Yes, because I was pressing all the buttons to find which button was the backstab button. So I also clicked the mute button. Thanks for pointing it out. The backstab button is J, surprisingly. And I think K or L was the go back to menu button, which definitely needs to exist. The first note said, those who enter the Forbidden Grounds, death will follow in their wake, shadowing them until the death. J for just backstab it, yes. That also seemed like a warning about the danger ahead. How are these two notes linked? What was the other note? Oh yeah, caged birds. I think we need more information to figure that out. I don't know what these strange notes mean, but let's continue exploring anyway. Guess I'll unlock the stage. I'll not play it in case we find an even better one. No more playing with mouse. Catch up. Something is wrong with the soil. This be a puzzle. Land tile puzzle. Flipping a land tile will also change the adjacent tiles. When all land tiles are flipped to the dark side, the door will open. Wow, flippery do. I think there's something on the ground. Is it another note? I followed Sirin's finger and saw another note. This time it says something different from the previous one. What does it say? A lone boat rocks under the moon high above. The moon's reflection on the river resembles a scimitar, leaving people no escape like the lone boat. This note seems to be warning us that the situation has no escape. I wonder who wrote these. Whoever it is, they've really underestimated us. They'll need more than a few notes to stop us. Well, regardless, we don't have a reason to back down now. Keep moving. Wow, puzzle. That's a real battle. Ferocious beast, the desolate wilderness full of dangers. Oh hey, you're not giving me return because she left. License X. Although that sword doesn't look especially sharp. It looks more like a club. When the last monster fell in front of me, my body suddenly felt heavy. People seem to forget about pain when highly concentrated, so when I relaxed, pain washed over me. Phew. I quickly adjusted my breathing and prayed my companions didn't notice, but as I tried to walk, my legs trembled uncontrollably. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Acting tough is a bit immature, Captain. I'm not acting tough, really. Let's just go. Bronny ignored my wild gesticulations to show that I was fine. Instead, her fingers danced across the blue holo screen, and her little robot scanned me once more. While Bronny's gadgets often saved our hide in a pinch, I couldn't help but resent this advanced technology at this moment, for it had easily exposed my lies. So, how am I? Do you want me to be euphemistic? It's terrible, awful in fact. As soon as Bronny's words came out, both Himeko and Sirin looked at me with concern. I sighed deeply and bursted into coughing in front of them. I thought you'd console me and all. White lies to make me feel better. Be quiet, you know, Bronny. I'll take that as a compliment, Sirin, but Captain, you should know better than to lie about your health. They helped me sit down and gave me some water. The searing pain in my chest made me gasp for air. Maybe you should say something to distract me. Huh? Distract you? Okay, once there was a popsicle. I really can't take bad jokes right now, Bronny. I'm out of ideas then. It's up to you guys. Bronny shrugged and looked at the other two. Sirin sighed, her brow furrowed as she looked at me. Ever since we got our hands on that shard of ether anchor, I've been wondering why the miracle stone here is different. Is it because it's just a shard? Exactly. So that raises one question. Where are the other shards of the ether anchor now? The ether anchor you are talking about is an object that can control the rules of a bubble universe, right? Yes. The rules of Sapphire looping are governed by the ether anchor shard, which controls the pendulum clocks. As for the rules of the entire bubble universe, the one controlling them is her. Do you remember what that ninja said? She doesn't need to feed on blood anymore. The power of the ether anchor allowed her to break the rule of needing blood to survive. Then in return, she has written new rules in this bubble universe. Now, she might actually be the ether anchor itself, but I can't say for sure. How did she obtain this ether anchor? How did she know it could eliminate her need for blood? And why did she break the ether anchor into shards? Countless questions raced through my mind, and I was anxious to know answers. Hey, take it easy. We'll find out when we meet her. If she is the ether anchor itself, there's one thing for us to worry about. Those two that are also searching for the ether anchor. The ninja said we'll be enemies the next time we meet. Just didn't expect it to be so soon. Who knows what trouble those two will cause. I'm more curious about who's pulling their strings. Not everyone can employ such talents to work for them. Looks like we need to pick up the pace, or they'll put us on the back foot. Let's get going. But are you in the condition to move? Thank you, Himeko. I feel much better now. Captain's been talking without wincing for a while now. Must be recovering. Nice job at distracting, Sirin. I don't need your compliments. You clever girl. Why didn't we think of such a great topic? It was just like chatting. Whenever Sirin replies so modestly, I think she wants to hear more compliments. Stay there, Bronny. The laughter of Bronny and Sirin echoed through the forest. As we got up to continue, the bat that had landed nearby shook its wings lightly and continued to guide us forward. As we left, I noticed the sound coming from behind the bushes had once again stopped. We must darken the land tiles again. Just wanted to check what's over here, but nothing, I guess. Just a digging spot. I remember all my digging spots. We want them to be dark, yes. So difficult. Such puzzle. Well, bet. Let's continue. If only I could fly too. I can't shake the feeling that the bat was watching us the whole battle. Why could it be leading us? It flew away again, but at least it didn't forget to drop us a new note. How considerate. Where does it keep getting them? Or is it writing them on the spot? I picked up the note and read it. Lost in the chaotic mountains, praying time could turn back. Crows will mock the desperate regret, and death will answer the painful denial. This is basically saying that if we don't leave now, we'll regret it. Seriously? Who's leading us here and leaving all these confusing death threats? That's just twisted. I read the notes in my hand, under my breath, and pondered. The first note said, those who enter the forbidden grounds, death will follow in their wake, shadowing them until the end. The second note said, a bird trapped inside a cage beyond the blood moon. Why enter the confines with broken wings? The third note said, a lone boat rocks under the moon high above. The moon's reflection on the river resembles a scimitar, leaving people no escape, like the lone boat. Leading the way while also intimidating us. This is too contradictory. I didn't see anything special in these notes. Perhaps some new clues could broaden my thinking. Continue forward. That's a lot of enemies. Why are there so many monsters ahead? The situation isn't as interesting as I thought. Or like not as good as we thought. I suppressed my exhaustion. The scene in front of me started to blur. I tried to focus my vision and look down from the high platform. Why are there so many monsters? My feet suddenly felt light. Just as I was about to fall down face first, Himeko, who stood by my side, quickly saved me. Are you alright? Thank you, Himeko. I'm okay. In this state, fighting those monsters head on is a bad idea. Sorry, Sirin, but I can't still. Save it! You need to think about yourself more. Fine. I'm not a fighter anyways. Ronnie, can you check if there's somewhere we can rest nearby? We need to adjust. No problem. Ronnie's fingers deftly moved across the holoscreen. We suddenly received a signal from Tracker. Seems to be an abandoned campsite south of here. We can head there to rest. Alright, let's go there. Let's take a break. Convenient. Looks like there's some resources left here. Place the item that was just claimed in your inventory. Supplies crate. A crate of supplies found in the camp. Contains many gears for exploration. The campfire before me crackled, its dancing flames radiating a golden light that brought me a sense of comfort. Himiko sat beside me, slightly anxious as she checked on me. I managed to force a reassuring smile. Don't worry, Himiko. Honestly, I'm much better now. Really? You're not just trying to comfort me, are you? You better not be acting tough again. Ah, I'm genuinely feeling better. Why wouldn't you believe me? Hey, look what I found. Found it first. Ronnie and Siren's voices drew our attention. Ever since we had arrived at that abandoned campsite, they had been curiously searching around with the hope to find useful items. Is this a box of boots? They look pretty new. I don't understand why someone brought so many pairs of boots to go camping with. Was it so hard to walk in this forest that they needed extra boots? Are these gonna help us get past brambles? They're no ordinary boots. Bronnie winked mysteriously before she put a pair of boots on, right in front of us. Watch closely. Jumping sounds. Bronnie suddenly hopped like a little rabbit, excitedly showing off. Clearly Siren, who was watching her bouncing up and down, was also eager to try. These boots have special elastic chips, isn't that cool? With these, we can jump onto the high platforms we saw earlier. To think, I was wondering how to get the trackers to take us up there. Just having these elastic boots isn't enough. What about the monster mob up ahead? We are rebooted. Good question. Well, even though these boots can help us reach high places, they can't help us take down those monsters guarding the area. You found anything else apart from these boots? Yes, I found another note near the box. This is the 5th one, right? Siren handed me the note, and as I tried to read it, I realized it wasn't actually words. Is this Bach's Minuet in G major? Unlike the warning-filled notes before, the 5th note was a musical score. Did they notice that sending threatening letters wasn't working, so they switched to some music to add variety? Did that bat bring this note to you this time as well? Well, it was hovering near the box, and then Ronnie and I noticed the 5th note by the box. It sounds like the bat wanted us to notice both the boots and the note. Why does the bat keep bringing us intimidating notes and attempting to halt our progress, yet still guide us through this misty forest? Who knows what's going on in its head? Does it want us to leave or not? An almost imperceptible rustling sound came from the nearby bushes, as if the wind was rushing through them. Well, judging from the results, it has clearly been guiding us in the right direction. In this foggy expanse, where it's so easy to get lost, it's definitely helped us more than it's hindered us. So you think those notes are... Perhaps they are not meant to intimidate us, but to guide us. I put the 5 notes on the ground in order, pondered for a moment, and then my gaze landed on the final musical score. This note is the most special one, but what does it mean? Music can convey emotions and can also send messages. Yes, but this piece only has 2 bars, so it might be more appropriate to consider the connections between the musical notes rather than the emotions conveyed by the melody. The connections between the musical notes. The disjointed threads of thought slowly came together in my mind, and ideas gathered like converging streams searching forth. We look at the adjacent notes as a sequence of numbers, and use the commonly used piano C1 key as the bass, or number 1, D1 key as 2, and so forth, then use the second octave to C2 key as 8, and the D2 key as 9. The first 4 notes of this minuet are the D2 key from the second octave, the G1, A1 and B1 keys from the first octave. In other words, the numbers are 9, 5, 6 and 7. Music lessons in Honkai. First note says, those who enter the forbidden ground, death will follow in their wake, shadowing them until the end. The 9th word is follow. The second note says, a bird trapped inside a cage beyond the blood moon. Why enter the confines with broken wings? The fifth word is day, there. The third note says, a lone boat rocks under the moon high above. The moon's reflection on the river resembles a scimitar, leaving people no escape like the lone boat. The sixth word is high. The fourth note said, lost in the chaotic mountains, praying time would turn back. Crows will mock the desperate regret, and death will answer the painful denial. The seventh word is mountains. Follow the high mountains. We turned to look behind. Sure enough, there was a high mountain south of the campsite. What's on that mountain? A secret passage leading to the castle, or a mechanism that activates something. Now that we have these high jump boots, we can easily reach the mountain's peak. I'll scout out the path ahead first. Trackers flew towards the high mountain. Soon, images appeared on the screen. It seems like there are only some monsters. Besides that, nothing particularly noteworthy. Since the clues from the notes are leading us there, we must go and see what's on that high mountain. The bat tilted its head on a withered branch, as if listening to our decisions about going to the high mountain, then flapped its wings and circled around us. There might be some tough battles ahead. Can you handle it? In response to Bronny's concerned look, I gave her a reassuring smile that focused my gaze on the screen in her hands. I'll be fine, also judging from the terrain around the mountain. I think we can handle the situation without being detected. I mean, we sneak in. Does seem like a suitable place for stealth combat. Let's try to avoid unnecessary complications by dealing with them stealthily. Alright, the objective is set. The plan is ready. Let's go! Ronnie happily winked at me, and along with Sirin, cheerfully strided forward while holding the high jump boots. Meanwhile, the rustling sound in the bushes seemed to have faded away in the wind. We are being followed, aren't we? Also, hello person in chat. I do not mind if you hang out for a while. Was that another bet? A bounce chip. Not boots at all. Allows you to jump up one level or down. Incredible chip that turns your boots into bounce boots once installed in them. Great that boots have chip adapters. You can now jump. Tap the jump button next to a cliff to jump up a level or jump down a level. I feel like this opens a lot of spaces. Jump is the space button, or space key. I guessed that correctly. Sure, it's becoming a pain to put my fingers on all the relevant buttons. I wanted to backstab the other ghost. Also, there's a dragon here. Who invited the dragon? Ferocious beasts, the desolate wilderness, full of dangers. That's not a dragon. These guys wish they were a dragon. I'm gonna make short work of you. Any more, or are you done? You are done.
これは運じゃない。実力だよ。
Should you pull for Sirin? Considering she is in the shop, I wouldn't. Then again, from your captain levels you seem to be a newer player, so she's probably pretty expensive in there. The monster fell with a heavy thud. Ronnie clapped her hands casually, gesturing for us to look at the screen in her hands. This is the footage from the high platform earlier. Did you notice anything? The monsters, they've disappeared. Could the monsters on this mountain be somehow connected to those guarding the high platform? Well, perhaps this is the reason the notes led us to this mountain. Let's use the high jump boots to check out that platform. Roger. By the way, where did that bat go? I looked around. The bat was nowhere to be found. Even the rustling sound of the wind passing through the bushes had vanished, just like the monsters. It must have gone home. I looked ahead, not far away. The castle loomed in the crimson mist, as if being consumed by the fiery glow that filled the sky. The castle was right in front of us. My body felt so cold that it became numb. That it had become numb. That my heart was beating wildly. Almost there. All the obstacles are cleared. Treasure is mine. Splat. Can't go anywhere else from here. Can't go down here because trees. Bed is up there. Oh really? Okay. I can jump from up there, somehow. I thought the chest would block me from getting the chest. But apparently, jumping down the distance doesn't matter. Memory! You knew from the very beginning that it would end up like this, right? You knew I couldn't do it and would eventually come back here to help you with your plan. Because you and that person, in essence, are quite similar. Haha, it's the first time I've seen you this surprised. What? Didn't think vampires' noses are this keen. I noticed it when we first met. I'll never mistake that person's scent. But you are not that person, I know. You have a similar scent, but completely different mindsets. You walk on opposite paths. Ah, I guess someone just met the ferryman. I won't ask about the history between you two, and I don't care what you intend to do. We use each other, and that's enough. No matter how many crimes I commit, whether this affection can be conveyed, or even if my hands are covered in blood, I will not falter. I'll let that person live. Transaction. Cannot fire a gun yet. Probably because that's where we are going. I just made things... No. I wanted to say I made things worse, but I didn't. All the treasure in the world now drown. Picking up here. Just a roundabout way back to the bed. Kaboom! All of them just disappeared. Now actual puzzles, maybe. Ah. Kaboom! Can't jump on the edges. More memories. Don't worry, it's just a small bite. You won't remember this and the wound will soon heal. But from now on you will live as my kindred, and we will be connected forever. Why are you looking at me in disbelief? Is it because you didn't know vampires really exist, or our faces are exactly the same? Don't be afraid. Aren't those inexplicable accidents more terrifying than me? A truck spun out of control. A ladder snapped for no reason. A kettle exploded. Don't you think you've suffered too much? You see, the world is always trying to kill you, me, all of us. We are all but pitiful sacrifices. But don't worry. I can end all of this. I will end all of this, and I must end all of this. For that person, I can even betray the whole world. Capture. Pacifying hammer missing. What upgrades can we have? Can we upgrade yet? We can. Aha. Cannot reach 20. That wasn't it, right? No. What did it say? After meat. The ancient castle stood tall amidst the wilderness, tranquil and silent, without even the faintest sound of the wind. I subconsciously looked up. Several bats happened to be fluttering their wings in the red moonlight, creating a loud flapping sound that seemed especially resonant at this moment. I couldn't help but shiver, not from being startled by those cowardly bats, but because of the invisible sharp object that seemed to pierce me again, keeping me from her. You are here, right? This time I will find you. A muffled sound broke the frightful silence. I turned my head. Ronnie had stepped onto the castle's iron gate. Another locked door. The people in this world seem to be in the good habit of always closing the door behind them. Look, there's a lever here. Probably for controlling the gate. Oh, little Sirin, you are so smart. Never mind. I just wanted to say that this lever seems to be jammed and unable to be activated. We need to find out why. Wait. I noticed there was a folded note inserted at the top of the lever. I took it down and unfolded it, reading the words on it. To activate the lever of the main gate, you first need to activate the 3 mechanisms in the garden on the eastern side. However, attempting to enter the castle will also undoubtedly require paying a corresponding price. If the only possible ending is loss, do you really have the courage to make a choice? Another note. Although it seems like it's giving us a hint at first glance, the latter part sounds like a scare tactic. It seems that there really is someone observing us from the shadows. Is the person trying to help us get into the castle, or discourage us from proceeding? I can only sense confusion and contradiction from this note. If they don't want us to enter the castle, why would they go through all the trouble to guide us here? Choice. Contradiction. Could it be? No. I can't be sure for now. Let's find a way to enter the castle. Regardless of the mysterious observer's intentions, we have only one goal. Move forward. Let's follow these instructions and search for the 3 mechanisms. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that after I drink something. Don't forget to unmute myself again. More cannon puzzles. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, cannot invade the castle from this side. Also, I could have just walked over here. Memory spotted. Ferocious beasts! Possibly not plot relevant. Ferocious beasts. Who's ferocious now? It's me! treasure. And respawning enemies. Oh, big flip puzzle. And girl by the road. Oh no, if only we had a spade. How troublesome. Spades of trouble. Is this working? I don't know. Possibly not. I have messed it up. Completely. Is it a difficulty spike or am I just... Doing this all on purpose, was completely planned, definitely not by accident. Hit it until a pattern appears that you can solve. And it just led us back anyways? What? What? But why? Oh well. Maybe it will be relevant eventually. Can't reach that, can I? Need an upgrade. Oh, you're back. What's the matter? You look sad. Did something happen? I know exactly why. Don't worry, I'm still here, sister. Sorry, sister. I've changed. How come? I've always been like this. I thought we agreed to support each other for life. I know this is something that the justice in you can't tolerate. You see, you're all I have, sister. I'm sorry, but you're the only one I can turn to. If you still love me, stay with me until the end. Although I have long been undeserving of your love. Until my life perishes, we will be together. Let that moment come early. Suspicions. Ferocious beasts. It's just the same battle, over and over again. Or if they decided to make slightly different enemy variations for these. I have not noticed that. I haven't had Bronny win a battle yet. You don't see that victory animation nearly enough. Switches activated. Paths open. Just looking if there's anything hidden around here. As the three keys were inserted into their respective keyholes, the main gate opened like a large horizontally stretched mouth, revealing a deep and dark passage inside, as if ready to devour anything that entered. Finally. I wonder who resides in the castle. Princess or a demon lord? A demon lord princess? We should get going. Sorry, Captain. I hate to admit this, but the person you're after did awful things to all Teresa's. We might have to prepare ourselves for the worst. I understand. I will make my choice. Are you alright? Your face is getting paler. You've been coughing a lot on the way. Don't overexert yourself, sir. I can still manage. Don't worry about me. Now that we've made it this far, there's no way I turn back. I must find her and ask her why she did all this. I've made my choice, and regardless of what happened when we were separated, I must save her. The rosy moon quietly rose behind us, illuminating the path ahead. I took a deep breath and moved on. I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. The increasingly clearer pain felt by my body kept reminding me we're about to meet. It was another quiet night, with the breeze carrying the fragrance of roses. Now she could tell what was happening inside and outside the castle just by her nose, since she had long grown used to it. It was not akin to a cage loaded with books, an alley with nobody at night, or a balcony bathing in the moonlight. This was the castle that belonged to her only, filled with toys she loved or had grown tired of. She was the absolute master of it, and its master should feel content, but she had been standing here all day long. Any news? I see. Earlier than I expected, but it doesn't matter. It might be hard. They have to be stopped. She gave orders casually, but her gaze never strayed from the distance, as if she was talking to another self in the void. Go ahead. She was alone again on the dark balcony. Human. You are indeed stubborn. Suddenly she remembered hearing his stories or catching glimpses of him when she was traveling across the bubble universes. She had long expected a reunion here someday, but how can you be so careless? Take a moment to focus and try to think about what it is I'm doing here. Otherwise, everything I've done will be for nothing. She looked out at her territory, Every branch and bloom meticulously planted and arranged to her preference now made her feel bored and lonely. Idiot. Such an idiot. Your kindness only satisfies yourself. All these years you still fail to understand that. Over the many years she had learned restraint. Her heart was restless. She looked perfectly calm. To give herself a bit of relief, she nipped at a rose. The stagnant aroma of the air was disturbed, revealing a slightly bitter scent, different from the rose. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But it seems you're not the guest I was expecting. Complete Luna's patrol of the castle. We have switched characters. The way the walls are loading is very interesting on the eyes. There's a more important task at hand. There's a more important task at hand. All this treasure. What could be more important than it? There's a more important task at hand. Oh no, it's a territory. Teresa-tory. Territory. Ah. You stormed in without an invitation. How unladylike. You try hard to play an evil mastermind without a determination to do whatever it takes. You're not so much of a villain, are you? Without a trace of panic, the girl walked under the moonlight with perfect grace. The soft light all over her only made her seem more poised and collected. Such a tone is truly offending for the host. Nice to meet you. You may refer to me as Rita, or call me by my code name, Rosemary. Oh, judging from the look on your face, I don't seem to be a stranger to you, Miss Teresa. I'm flattered by how much you know about me. You must have put in quite an effort. But how could you not know I hate that name with a passion? Or are you trying to anger me on purpose? I very much regret that, Miss Luna. But there wasn't even a flicker of fear or regret on her face. Well, would you like to be taught a thing or two about proper manners by a villain like me? Guest, you stormed in without an invitation. How unladylike. Sekai de ichiban kawaii. Get cut up. Good moves befitting a lady. Thanks for the compliment, Luna. Oh, you don't need to go easy on me. The lady never complains about the host's manners. Yeah, Rita, I really like the moves you're putting on. You're doing really well in this fight. I haven't used Lunar Kindred in a while, but I know that this isn't what I'm supposed to do. You want me to use that instead. Great camera angle. I'm so sorry, Rita. This is the hardest fight I've ever done. It's in pieces. Phew. Luna, don't say that was a hard battle, because... not a surprise. The hint of a smile faded from Rita's face. She stared at Luna calmly, while Luna did the same. What on earth is she up to? I can't see through her at all, and I hate this feeling. When I first began my search on you through dream particles, you were strong enough to observe the Teresas in multiple bubble universes. What incredible power you had. Now, I'm still no match for you in a fighting bet. But a lady should never hem and haw. You should be happy to see my current dilemma. What a wicked lady you are. Your strength has weakened a lot. If you were still at your true power, I wouldn't even had the chance to move at the beginning. What does that have to do with... what does that have anything to do with you? It doesn't indeed, but I suppose it may have something to do with one of my companions. Tell me I'm wrong, Miss Teresa. Just like you, my friend's health has been deteriorating rapidly. I've never been one to believe in coincidences, and I tend to assume that these two things are somehow related. Is that why you are so restless? You are indeed a master of verbal manipulation, but unfortunately I am an evil and frightening vampire rather than a gullible human girl. I won't fall for your trick. Oh, since you are so immune to my verbal manipulation, how about I tell you a story, Miss Luna? As the price for breaking into the castle, a mere story is far from enough. Rita paid no mind to Luna's sarcasm and began to tell the story, as if she didn't hear it. It's a story about the rose and the mignonette. A young girl who was just learning to garden tended to her garden with utmost care. She loved both the beauty of the rose and the fragrance of mignonette. Thus, she planted them in the same garden. However, she soon found that the rose hindered the growth of the mignonettes, while the withered mignonette in return made the beautiful rose wilt. Not only that, the whole garden was to end up ugly and barren, without a trace of its former liveliness. Right then, the rose made her choice. She drew her roots out, with her leaves furled and her receptacle drooping. That's enough. I wonder who the rose is in this metaphor. She clenched her weapon in her hands, trying desperately to sound tough. You should leave. How could a gardener's experience in daydreaming upset Miss Luna so much? Or we took a step forward instead. Does Miss Luna sympathize with the rose that made such a decision? Immediately, Rita felt a prickling sensation on her exposed skin. I said, you should leave. Don't make me repeat for the third time, or you may end up like this glass panel. Lifting her skirt, Rita bent slightly and curtsied slowly, before saying goodbye as if sincerely thanking the host for her hospitality. Till we meet again, Miss Luna. Then she walked out of the living room, disappearing into the darkness of the hall. Hey, whatever your tricks are, I will never succumb to them and let you meddle with my business. You're not welcome in my castle. The furious echoes bounced off the walls, chasing away uncompromisingly each and every person who tried to interfere or dissuade, until they quieted down under the moon and in the shadow. In a heartbeat, she had already composed herself. Siren is indeed a suitable name for her. Head to the prison and check on the prisoner. No. A predictable fit of dizziness washed over her, but it was much more severe than she had initially expected. Did that woman do something to me when we were fighting? Or talking all that nonsense? Don't think she could do anything while fighting. She inhaled deeply, the rich floral fragrance calming her down quickly. I can't allow myself to see that guy in such a bad state. After brushing the tips of her braids with the comb, she continued to dust her petal-like skirt. Hang in there. It's time to go. Kongming, can't wait to see me, right? Miss Luna, you ask me this question every single day. Oh, you're the most interesting companion I've ever had, so of course I cherish your company. Did the guest just now tire you out so quickly? Ah, poor Rita. Even you could be rejected. Kongming, you've been colluding with her. Cold and faint moonlight leaked through the window. Kongming didn't utter a word, just staring at the broken window as if seeing off an acquaintance or waiting for their arrival. Kongming confused and intrigued Luna all the same, thus Luna moved closer to her like a purring cat, as always. Kongming, when did you invite your good friend to come here? Alright, I remember that you have a fantastic communicator that enables the user to see the other person's face with just a click. Kongming, have you brought it into the castle in secret? Kongming, where do you keep the little communicator? Tell me now, pretty please. Rita could naturally see through your thoughts without any help from the others. Besides, your thoughts are simple ones in nature, and that's why you were chosen by the Predator and worked for them without being aware. With neither a retort of anger nor a gasp of surprise, Luna just snapped out of her cute kitten form for a second before going back to her usual childish self. It seems that Kongming still treats me like a child. So unfair. I'm certainly no longer a child who knows nothing, be it mocking me blatantly or secretly for being the prey, or thinking you took advantage of me. I knew them all right from the start. Being treated like this, even I have my limits. Kongming, you're such a naughty girl. I'm warning you for the first time, don't do that again. Kongming's eyes brightened up, but she didn't seem to mind Luna's words. Miss Luna, what if I tell you that there's actually a solution to this desperate situation? I know that you always want to appear smarter than others, Kongming, but not everyone is willing to bite, you know. Kongming completely ignored Luna's words, just staring at her while going on. All along, you only care about that person and Teresa. Therefore, for you, it's bound to be a situation where one side must be sacrificed. But you apparently can't bring yourself to do that. Kongming's expostulation failed to evoke even the slightest remorse from Luna. What have I just said? You act too much of a know-all. Silly me. For a moment I even thought you could really surprise me. Kongming, put that fan of yours down. You are not smarter than me. Kongming chuckled. Granted, you have covered each and every possibility for that person, but you neglected his feelings. Think about it. How would he feel after realizing what you've done? For all the people, no one knows how he is better than you. A gentle soul, a person who remembers and keeps all the promises. Could someone like that ever enjoy a life built on the sacrifice of other lives comfortably upon learning the truth? Fine, fine. Looks like you do want to keep me here for some chit-chat. Go on then. I'm all ears for your good idea. I've experienced death before. The world I was in had always been trying to kill me, time and time again. It was him who fought the whole world trying to save me and changed the course of my fate every single time. That's the very reason why I believe he'd make the same choices out of stubbornness and persistence for you, for me, and for those of us at present. But Luna just giggled while shaking her head, as if she had heard a tale as old as time. Is that all, Kongming? Don't make that face at me. Me no likey. Leaving the cell, Luna locked the door tightly with the chains again. She paused for a moment, like something suddenly occurred to her. But your affection doesn't matter anymore, since we probably won't ever meet again, right? With a broad smile, she lifted her head to watch Kongming, who was standing by the window in the cell. Her eyes twinkled with excitement. Bye. What's going on? I'm looking so tired. Her body is growing weaker by the second. A burst of buzzing noises came up. The signal was poor, but Luna continued anyway. Now, I'm going to fulfill my own wish. Bye. Huh. I'm bidding you farewell, don't you understand? It's indeed time to terminate the deal between us. Aren't you surprised? I've been expecting this day. After all, we've had different objectives from the beginning. You and I only joined forces because of temporary mutual benefits. An alliance like this will only fall apart over time. Does that mean you've predicted the outcome from the start? You broke my heart for real. I thought we could be more honest with each other. But if what you said is true, I can save myself the trouble of learning about your little party by some other means, right? That's a little rude, don't you think? All you need to do is take me where I want to be, so I have brought back all that you want. An alliance so firm ends up falling apart under our mutual suspicion. What a big bad villain you are. Save your breath. Don't you have your own wish to fulfill, Miss Teresa? You're just as insufferable as that woman. You even anger me with the same approach. However, I won't fall for it twice. You've grown up. Have I? Thank you. Please keep this friendliness for me until we meet again. Though there won't ever be a next time. Another wave of irritating current noises. Didn't even let me finish. How annoying. Is it really okay to end everything like this? I keep thinking he would come out of the blue and stir up trouble. Careworn with anxiety, she leaned her weight on the handrail. The more intense the pricking pain, the more it meant. He had come eventually. It was drawing nearer. Doesn't matter. I've already made up my mind. so I prepare myself to face and accept all the consequences. Her gaze traveled through the garden and the court under the night sky, searching for any traces the person she had been missing day and night could have left just now. As long as it's for you, I have nothing to be afraid of, even if I'm fighting the rules of the world. The castle was not as spooky and scary as I had imagined. Instead, every cranny and nook screamed loneliness and naivete. Impractical designs everywhere seemingly existing solely to fulfill the owner's imagination. I looked around hoping to find some trace of other invaders, but it turns out that mysterious person watching us from the dark was pretty careful. She didn't leave behind a single clue. Are you also looking for that mysterious person? How do you know? I can't blame the other two for asking something like that, but you? How are you going to underestimate a genius hacker's perception like that? Come on, Ronnie. Just joking. See, Himeko is as cool as a cucumber. The appearance of those tiny bats we saw along the way doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. Plus all those clues leading us to the castle's real entrance. Even if I hadn't seen the mysterious person leave in a rush, I should have realized that they'd have to be nearby. Himiko's voice became low. She hadn't been looking around like I had. I'd really love to meet this mystery person. Shush! Quit looking around, or you risk scaring them off. The corners of Bronny's lips curled a little, as if to apologize. Then she gave Sirin a discreet nudge. Sirin, is there some kind of magic to make someone visible right away? Magic doesn't work like that. Besides, I'm not familiar with this godforsaken place. Using magic willy-nilly may attract unwanted attention. But we can now all agree that this mysterious person isn't looking to hurt us, but guide us. True, there's no rhyme or reason to the hints they've given us, but if they didn't want to meet us, or can't risk exposing their identity to others, then it all makes sense. Everyone sank into silence for a moment. Can't we just tell whoever owns those bets to show themselves? No. As long as we keep going, the opportunity to make the mysterious person show themselves will come sooner or later. Are you absolutely certain? Of course not. It looks like we have to take some risks to find out how much the mysterious person really cares about us. Found the castle. Assuming it's a full map. Yes, then there's one map after. Just a ghost. I was wondering if someone was watching us. There's a chest up there. And we need the hammer to get past here. Down there looks very puzzling. I still can't unlock the hammer, can I? No. Have not met yet. Ghosts go plop. Also can't dig yet. Can find memories though. It's... Who is it? It's you. What are you here to laugh at me? Save your breath. I've expected this degree of backlash. It won't affect the transaction between us. An obvious lie. Tell me, what's the next bubble universe we're headed to? I can't wait to meet her there. A faint smile connects us all together. Then, this game is so much fun. Inconcealable pain. Fulfill a wish, you have to pay the price. It's fair, after all. Sincerity without regrets. I can't turn back, can I? Backlash. Cannot jump into the water, but can jump off cliffs somehow. Like so. Door is open, but it will not stay open. Oh, I thought the yellow shine under the box meant that. It was standing on a switch as well. Is this doable from here though? Yes, it is, because you can jump on boxes. Wrong button. Big block pushing battle. At least it's not all interconnected. Being able to jump on them makes them quite a lot easier. How mysterious. This must be the key we've been looking for, finally. What key? Careful. Tracker detects something wrong with how the stone tile under the key is placed. It could be a trap. Give me a moment and I'll see what I can do. How come? Does the mysterious person want to lead us to a trap? Why else would they always be hiding in the dark all this time? That's true, they wouldn't need to wait until now. Thinking like that, a dangerous idea suddenly emerged in my head. I know how to make the mysterious person show themselves. It might put us at risk. Risk? Captain, we're going to just take the key. Yes, if the mysterious person really wants to help us, they'll show up when we're in real danger. But what if they are wrong? But what if we are wrong? What if their real intention is to lead us to a trap? I guess if I talked to the next gate, it would have told me I need a key. That changes nothing, because the genius hacker will come to your rescue. If you've made your decision, we'll face the consequences together. If you're too weak for it, leave it to me. I'm fine. I won't go down so easily. Besides, how can I let you pay the price for my actions? Well, be extra careful then, and don't try to go playing the hero. We still have a lot on our plate afterward. No worries. Just give me a little room. Take the key! I nodded to myself slightly, took a deep breath. The second I took the key, I could feel the stone tile below spring back from the lack of pressure. The tiles around the room began to collapse, and a current of water came gushing down from underground, blocking our way out. I knew it. Watch out, everyone! Castle, main hall key. Oh no, water! The floor is crumbling. And here's our mystery person. But how do I get over there? Not yet, I guess. Okay, that's the way back down. Don't really have anything I can push to that, I think. Oh well. I'll think about it. Well, hello, Colin. Phew, that was a close call. Are you alright? Thanks a lot, mystery lady. Or should I say, Colin? Wielding two pistols, she took notice of our astonished and confused gaze, and then... Master Cullen, was you helping us in secret? You guys. Cullen's gaze started around and eventually fell on me. She sighed softly. On her face was a look of frustration and relief. You were willing to take that risk just to call me out in the open. I apologize for meeting you under such circumstances, but I wanted to express my gratitude in person. Are you upset now that we've seen through you? I don't understand. You acted all mysterious and had us running around confused this whole time, but in the end you actually knew each other. Why not just be honest from the start? Yes, Master Cullen. You can trust me completely. I don't deserve to be addressed as Master any longer, so just call me Cullen. As for the reason I remained behind the scenes, it's because this thing has been gradually getting out of control, and I don't want to involve more innocent bystanders. Better to stay on a certain day, and live forever than lose my life in vain and exist as nothing more than an addition to the archives of missing people. Himiko, I took the liberty of deciding for you. Cullen, I really appreciate your help. I know I'm just a regular investigator at Schicksal, nothing special. But, ever since I submitted my notice of dropping out, I've accepted my fate as someone who will always push themselves for other people's sakes. Instead of continuing living in blissful ignorance, I want to try my best to reach the truth. You know, on that day I keep reliving, I always feel endless regret for spending the entire day without getting anything done, instead of being grateful for every breath I got to take. Himiko, please trust us, Cullen. We'll make a really good team, right? That's right. If you had just wanted to keep that secret, you wouldn't have gone through all the trouble to dropping us hints. It seems to me that you could definitely use our help. And I came to find her. So, please tell us what you know. After all that time apart, I can't wait to know what she's been up to. Alright then. Cullen began to tell us everything that she knew. She had followed the orders of the girl who had been her sister once, going back and forth through multiple bubble universes to steal everything related to the ether anchors. She aimed to kill her sister, fighting with everything she had to save Teresa. And when facing her sister, she couldn't bring herself to snuff out her life, but instead she believed that someone could one day help her evade the inevitable. The everlasting dilemma and anguish turned into teardrops, hidden deep within her heart. I know nothing about her exact purpose, but she must have been falling into the abyss inch by inch. Cullen, you... It's such a tangled web of emotions. They are sisters after all, so I can understand what she must have felt, but claiming you don't want innocence involved while guiding us in secret, isn't that a bit of conflict of interest? You're right. Maybe I've been craving someone to save us from the start. Even if it's just me alone, I'm still a coward who doesn't dare to confront my inner thoughts head on. Could have just asked for her help directly. I think you must have also felt it, that it's an endless pit from which there was no leaving unscathed. With more and more ether anchors in my hands, the difference in strength between me and A872 only grew wider, and I also began to notice she had a powerful force to back her up. Knowing all of that, you're still willing to help me? I am. What other answer could there be? I have long been accustomed to risking my future for the mere illusion of hope. Goes to show our captain is really just an idiotka who just doesn't know when to quit, so long as there's a glimmer of hope. Just like me, our leader is someone willing to go to great lengths for others without thought or reward. Yep, I, the genius hacker, also chose this employer. That should tell you a lot. How foolish. Cullen slumped with an exaggerated sigh, but when she looked up again, the sincere and resolute smile from the first time we had met had reappeared. But thank you. I know nothing about her intention, but she has brought here many children who look just like her. They may have something to do with her plan. Before you look for her, I think you can rescue them first. Oh, maybe we'll even be able to find Miss Kongbing. Have you seen anyone carrying around a feather fan? I'm sorry, but you won't allow me near those cells. The only ones that I know anything about are in the outer sphere. That's fine. We'll just take things one step at a time. Perhaps we can get new leads from those Teresas we're going to save. Alright then, let me show you the way. Cullen has joined, someone who Luna calls her older sister. She's been helping us from the shadows. Still half the characters left. The lock made a crisp sound. Find a way to enter the castle hall. Was an exit here. Don't have the key. Okay. Don't forget your objective. Heave ho. I didn't heave ho at all. I jumped over them. Rescue a Teresa. That's someone that looks just like Teresa's carbon copy. Captain, is she the one you're looking for? I'm afraid not. Apart from Miss Kong Ming, the other Teresa our captain wants us to find is someone with ruby eyes. This Teresa must be from another world. Right. She's imprisoned a lot of Teresas here. Every day I understand less and less. Let's get this Teresa out of here first. And she can probably give clues to Luna and Kong Ming's whereabouts. Excuse me, miss. Are you okay? Who are you people? Who we are isn't important now. You just need to know that we are here to help you. How do you feel, Teresa? How do you know my name? Although I guess it's not that strange, since I'm a famous detective on campus who can take on any case. Except for that one mysterious girl. Wait, are you really here to save me? Aren't you a famous campus detective? Shouldn't you be clever enough to figure that out? Teresa... there's that question again. Forget it. I don't need to explain myself to you. But, can you really get me out of here? The owner of this castle absolutely hates intruders like you, just so you know. The owner of this castle. Is she a girl with ruby eyes who looks like you? Yeah, oh I get it. You know each other. You are here looking for her, right? I nodded gravely. Judging from your expression, she must hold a special place in your heart, since your heart is pounding so fast. In fact, she's always felt lonely underneath her cold exterior. Huh. On second thought, you couldn't even guess what we were up to. Now you are talking like you know everything. Because, for your information, I have a degree in psychology, not mind reading. Enough, knock it off. We still need to help the other Teresas out. I wonder where Miss Kong Ming is being kept. Is there anyone else you're looking to help? I can lead the way. You know where they are being kept? Isn't that obvious? This girl isn't half as clever as she's pretending to be. All it took were a few tries to figure out the general direction of the other cells. I'll show you the way there, now. Awesome, thank you so much. When we are safe, we'll be sure to send you back to your world. My world. Yeah, I've been gone for so long, it makes me wonder how my task givers are doing. Cells. All over. And Alice in Wonderland, Teresa. I think. I'm not sure if the Teresa we just found is one we knew. Oh, it's this kind of puzzle. And I messed it up, I think. No? That counted. Somehow. That's pretty bad though. I think. Not sure I'm doing well. Let's try this again. This is trouble though. Can't do it like this. Also can't do it like this. I mean, this works. It shouldn't. That felt like cheating. Okay. What do you want from me? I'm not sure this is the supposed way of doing things, but also led me to a dead end. Oh, I need to bring the box. This is silly. I don't like it. Feels like an anti-puzzle. Or something broke. Wait, where are we going? Ah, here. Just here. I guess this opened up all the ways. Oh, it's back to the start. Wait, what? What did we open? Ah, this way. Okay. I got confused. Didn't realize we were going in a loop. Don't have the key. Don't have the key. Don't have the key. I remember there being a cell this way. Shoot, the door's locked. Oh, Marcha, you finally come to rescue me. I am here to rescue you, but please don't call me that. Just Hacksaw will do. Can you open the door from the inside? If I could do that, why am I still trapped here? The door isn't here. These are just iron bars. It must be somewhere else. Sounds like a design future to protect the castle from invasions. In that case, we'll have to make a detour. Thank you so much. By the way, I saw that girl had a key in a box in the lower room. It won't be the key for the cells, but you might have a use for it at some point. Got it. Let's go get the key first then. Oh no, ghost. Be able to jump down there because what? But rocks. Still no rocks. How are we on memory side anyways? Didn't get that one. Lost in Sapphire Suburbs, Middle Hill. And then there's 3 more. Aha! Why could we open that now? I do not know. Find the Northwest Guard key. Oh, lots of breakable rocks around. That was close. Northeast Guard Tower key. Don't forget your objective. It's treasure. Treasure on the way is the objective. Hey, we did it. Phew, thanks much, huh? Should have a tea party together sometime. Told you I'm not... You know what? Forget it. Aha, you know, Brony, Marcha is a lot cuter than Hacksaw or whatever. This isn't the time for chit-chat. Let's get going. Stop there. Oh no, they found us. You go first, I'll deal with them. Oh no, ghost. I'll stop them. Oh no, there are too many pursuers. You go ahead. I'll block the pursuers. You're almost there. Run all the way. Himiko began firing off rounds to block the path. The sound of gunshots began fading in the distance. The number of terracers we saved was too large to keep track of, but I remembered Kong Ming wasn't among them. I guess we just summarized that. We did not just rescue 2 of them. Afterwards, it was Bronny who asked Cullen to look after me, while she and Sirin managed to keep us out of harm's way. The monsters were drawing closer. In order to deal with the looming threat, my companions took the lead and cleared a path for me. To make the best use of their efforts, I did everything I could to tag along behind Cullen, dragging my heavy body forward with sheer willpower. Bump, bump, bump. The now erratic beating of my heart was all I could hear. The only clear way ahead was now blocked by a giant monster. Meanwhile, the others were still dealing with the monsters behind me and hadn't kept up. Cullen, how are you doing? I'm fine, but you look pale. Kind of you to notice. It's because I slept poorly last night. Let's keep moving. Swallowing the knot in my throat, I kept dragging my feet forward. Before anything else comes after us, we have to clear the way ahead. What are you talking about? Are you really going to be able to handle this? We are running out of time, Cullen. The only enemy we have left to face is the one in front of us. Things will only get worse if the castle guards catch up to us. Come on, let's do this together. The danger where we had just come from seemed to be drawing closer. Everything was driving us forward. Cullen looked calm. This wasn't the first time she had been in this sort of situation. Alright, let's go. Try to defeat the monster in the way. What will it be? Ghost. Destined failure. The dangers behind us are seemingly closing in. Everything forced us to move forward. Just Cullen. Vampire's Descendant. This Honkai Beast seems tougher than the previous ones. Is it just my imagination? Just slightly tougher. Don't worry, just leave it to me. A872's Kindred. Watch with her long. Wait, Cullen, it's becoming stronger. How come? Oh no, it's healing. Shoot, what went wrong? Could it be the Honkai Beast is connected to another being? Maybe... Maybe? I wonder if this thing would have gone on forever if I didn't stop shooting. This weird powerful creature was able to heal completely whenever it was hurt, while Cullen and I were hanging on by a thread. Pain from behind came faster than I could register, and I knew I had been knocked into a wall. Why? Why does nothing work against it? I probably had a concussion as my vision became dim. My ears were the only things working, and all I could hear was... Captain! Captain! It was Cullen's voice. Why was it coming in on and off? Ah, insufferable. Ah! She was still fighting. Was Cullen hurt? All I saw was a blur. Bracing myself against the wall, I stood up and began searching blindly for something to use as a weapon. Just like I thought. Now I got it. Give it to me from now on. Don't worry, Captain. It will all be over soon. What did she just say? I tried to pull myself together, but when I opened my eyes again... Cullen. What are you holding? Right before the Honkai beast attacked, Cullen stood in its way. You, go now. Next time, I might not be able to hold it off. That bullet wasn't lethal, but it did slow the Honkai beast down. Perhaps it had reached its limits too. Get out of here, please. No way. We still stand a chance to take this thing down. We leave together. Rest up quick and... Cullen shook her head softly. She was so busy with the Honkai beast's attacks, I couldn't make out the expression on her face. I guess this is supposed to be the foot of a Honkai beast, and the enemy we were fighting didn't really represent what was actually there. Captain, this is our only chance. I have to stay. Does this gun look familiar to you? There's a special bullet in it. Please, take it. What are you planning to do? Haven't we already agreed to find Luna together and stop her? But here you are forcing me to make another choice. I've had enough of this. Captain, you've probably already realized by now. I can't kill this Honkai beast, not whether I'm still alive. I don't know what A872 has done, but just like the bond between me and her, before everything was shattered, my life and this beast's are fused together. The answer is obvious. I must die with it together here, but it's to stop her or to protect you. And the very reason I can still control this body is built on countless Teresa's sacrifices. Death will redeem me. To you and all those innocents. It's okay. I already know that there's no way out of this situation. So please, use that bullet to atone for our sins. It's my choice and mine alone. Forgive me, Captain, for not fulfilling my promise. Don't be stupid, Cullen. You're just afraid of facing her. You couldn't even call her by her name. Do you really think you can sever your bond when you're still stuck calling her A872? Do you really believe you can dull the pain in your heart anymore by leaving that choice to me? Your whole so-called sacrifice is simply a cop-out. You people always think sacrificing yourself will fix everything rather than taking the hard way forward. The way that leads to happy endings for everyone. Go out on your own terms and leave behind nothing but sorrow and torment. I'm over how selfish you all are. Cullen was silent, her eyes brimming with muddled emotion. She's your little sister. Even if she's calling herself something else or has changed, your relationship is the same. If she knew her sister had tossed the decision of her life and death to another person without any care, she'd be crushed. My sister. She's my sister. That's the very reason why I can't make that choice. I can't bring myself to think about her dying, but I also can't stand to think about letting her have her way. Don't you see? It's because you've been carrying this weight all by yourself this whole time. You hesitate and worry because you can't accept the two choices might bring. You keep thinking about sacrificing yourself to tackle the problem, because asking others for help has always been such a foreign concept to you. But this time, it's different. This time you have me by your side. We can face her together. We can have a third option to create a new future. How come? How come you haven't left yet? Because I made up my mind a long time ago to never, ever give up on anyone. Idiotka. I'm not letting you sacrifice yourself, Colin. Why is everyone using idiotka? Can nobody say idiot in this game anymore? Really are dumb, just like her. Naive, stubborn, never backs away when she has her eyes set on something. And that's why she, with a lot of effort, pushed myself up while keeping an eye on Cullen's expression and the situation at hand and approached her inch by inch. If I can't dissuade her, I need to at least make her think twice before deciding, since she doesn't want me to die. Right at that moment. Back off! Cullen shielded me first. Behind her, a sharp blade cut a silver arc. The Honkai beast paused for a moment and knew that it could still attack at any second. Behind us, Sirin casted her protective magic, tracking the enemy's each and every move. Himiko, you... Perfect timing, huh? What? Got a bad monster in your way? Now that the gang's all here, let's teach this thing a lesson. Well, we can't let Cullen steal the show, can we? Be careful, everyone, and don't get carried away. There's something special about this Honkai beast. We aren't able to kill it. No problem. We'll just give it a good thrashing until there's no fight left. It's not much of a threat with all of us here. It's connected to Cullen's life force, so if we attack it, Cullen will also be in danger. Nothing but parlor tricks. I can try to find out how to unbind them, but it's going to take a while. Since it has blocked the only way forward, we'll have to do something to draw it away. Maybe we can go around it. Isn't there some kind of secret passage in this castle? Just like that, Cullen. See? Where there's a will, there's a way. We can't let little problems like these get in our ways. Everyone quieted down, was staring at Cullen, who was frozen at the side. Sorry, but you are really... I admit that I was wrong. I kept telling myself that I wouldn't hesitate if my sacrifice could end all of this. But you are right about it being a cop-out. It's extremely selfish and doesn't take anyone else's feelings into account. I should be braver, learn to ask for help, explore other solutions, and confront them in person. The sister I love so much, and the only family I have. Follow me. I know a secret passage, but I must warn you that there will be even more dangers there. Can't promise it will work. You never know until you try, right? If we are lucky, we may make it out in one piece. If that doesn't work, let's continue with the plan Bronny and I had. Yep, we can't change the situation. We can always change our mind. Just take it slow and see what happens. For our captain here, there will always be a way. Yeah, that's me, the legendary almighty captain, a regular walking encyclopedia of good ideas. I threw up my hands with mock exasperation, and finally the tiniest hint of a smile emerged on Cullen's face. So we're counting on you to lead the way, Cullen. Okay. Thank you, Captain.
安全エリアに到着したわ。
Secret passion time. Passage, not passion. I'm also secret passaging. Oh, but I can't. Would have just led here anyway. Platforms. Ah. Okay. Hey, Rita. And a memory. How do we get to that one? Bad idea. Don't let me jump into water, but that you let me do. I've just undone everything, haven't I? Following Khan's lead, we searched for a path that would get us out of this dilemma. Before long, we found ourselves at the castle's periphery. To our surprise, instead of swarming with enemies, it was eerily empty. Ahem! Cullen, is it normal that this place is left this unguarded? It's anything but. Before, Teresa had arranged for plenty of guards to be here, but why have they all disappeared now? Maybe they were taken out. I agree. Before Bronny said anything, I came across some small signs of a fight. And whoever did this clearly knew what they were doing, because there isn't a lot of evidence of a struggle. Those guards must have been killed before they even knew what hit them. It almost reminds me of... Who's there? Syrian casted a magic attack on the trees ahead. Figure hidden in the trees dodged it effortlessly with a quick leap. Her movement stirred the air. With it came a gentle breeze carrying the smell of flowers. It's rather uncouth to skip your introduction when you meet someone for the first time, you know. That figure seemed hesitant, but took a step forward nonetheless. With her shadow falling beside her feet, she finally came into our view. Rosemary, why are you... Looks like I can't skip my introduction after all. Why are you hiding here? Because I want to tell you the latest news. Under everyone's puzzled and irritated gaze, Rita behaved like another person. She wielded a purple scythe, spoiling for a fight with us. Your short journey ends here. Hey, calm down, Rosemary. Are you insane? Rita's gaze never once strayed from me. Rita, must we fight each other too? Captain, I only interfere with your decision this once. I hoped that you could leave the castle right away with them. As far as I know, it's the wisest choice. You already knew what my answer would be, yet you still picking up your weapon. An unfathomable smile appeared on her face. Captain, forgive me. No, it's me who needs to forgive you, because I will destroy you. What am I doing? Knowing that this is a letter impossible to send, an affection impossible to convey, but I still want to tell you my feelings. I want to try the novel snacks you share with me as we stroll the streets. I want to hide from the rain under a roof with you in the scent of you and wet grass. I want to visit many places, see many sights, and talk about many things with you. I want to... Letter. Battle. Betrayal? Question mark. Captain, excuse me. You are excused. You may leave now.
オンライン出発の術目標録音
Are you gonna have a better time this time? I have a feeling you might not. Did you break? Okay. You unbroke. Oh, you used your ultimate. Be glad that I let you move.
ねえ私の活躍はどうだった
But only a little. Miss Rosemary, so this is all you've got, I see. Syrian tucked at the corner of Bronny's clothes. We have numbers on our side. Nothing to boast about. I've lost, but I still won't let you pass. Rita, Kongming and she, they are somewhere in this castle, right? So, you intercepted us here is because you are afraid that once I lay my eyes on her, Not quite, Captain. You cut me off abruptly. Rita, who was usually elegant and composed at all times, displayed a hint of urgency in that instance. I stop you here solely because from the very start I didn't belong to Hyperion. Switching sides at the opportune moment was my plan all along. Didn't belong to Hyperion. Indeed, from the moment she appeared before me as Irene Adler, every encounter between us seemed to be part of her scheme. Her past, her motives, why she traveled with us, it all seemed to be shrouded in secrecy, yet all the secrets paled in comparison to her own enigmatic nature. However, even if not belonging to Hyperion wasn't a lie, it was a feeble excuse at this moment. She could weave countless reasons to deceive us, yet she chose to reveal the truth now only to shield me from a fact I'd rather keep hidden from others. But I've made up my mind, must find Luna and rescue Kongming, so there's no reason for me to give up now. So you wanted to show us another side of you that doesn't belong to Hyperion. But I've noticed this long ago. From the very beginning you came to Hyperion under someone's orders. Well, Captain, you are so perceptive to others that it can be quite vexing at times. Since you grasp the dynamics between us, there's no need for me to delve in further explanation. Unless I fall here, I won't let you pass. No matter what purpose you had in mind, when we set out, you have made your choice. Rita, are you truly acting under someone's orders to obstruct me here? Even if you don't belong to Hyperion, you are still a trusted ally. After all, we knew each other long before you set foot on Hyperion. You're referring to the small favor at the manor. Consider it a mere greeting for our first encounter. No, Rita. Our first meeting didn't occur when I projected myself as that novelist. It happened during my initial consciousness mapping, correct? You were the first person who got to know me, aren't you? You witnessed everything that happened to me and Sapphire, so you should understand my determination better than anyone. That's why you're blocking my way, isn't it? Not because you don't belong to Hyperion, but because you already belong to Hyperion. You know me better than anyone else. You know that I'll do whatever it takes to find her and save her. So, that's why you don't want me to go any further, right? Seems you have realized it long ago. Now I am the one who is too dull. I can't even provide a single answer to your questions at a time like this. However, Captain, if I were to tell you that from the very start I already had ill intentions, would you still believe me? Well, upon reflecting, almost every time I projected myself, Rita was there. Perhaps it's not the same Rita who currently stands before me every time, but she has never acted as my adversary, not even once. So even now, I still have faith that you are our ally, Rita. I need you to please help me find her. Although I don't want to admit it in this situation, Captain is right. Even if it was our first meeting, you've helped me before. And the astute Kong Ming, who can see all outcomes, never truly took precautions against you. Yes, I can't speak for the others, but you did help me. Given the current circumstances, we indeed need more hands. Yeah, sort of an ally. Do you remember, not long ago, you inquired about how to achieve a great gratifying resolution when confronted with two equally demanding situations? Yes, you provided a quite impressive answer. However, I'm inclined to believe that a third outcome truly exists. I perceive things as having more than just two sides, as do human hearts. Respect your secrets and continue to trust in you. Together we will discover a path to avoid the impending destruction. I have done it before, so please have faith in me. Well, based on what you have mentioned, it seems that I too am in search of that third outcome just like you. Rita elegantly lifted her skirt and performed a graceful curtsy, evoking memories of our first encounter. Delightful meeting, unburdened by any worries or concern. Similar to how Master Kong Ming now trusts you, I have never doubted your determination, Captain. It can be quite challenging to change that inevitable outcome. That is why I am here. But it seems like it wasn't necessary. Since you insist on moving forward, then I am preparing to join you and match your determination. Hold on, you've seen Kong Ming, where's she? Rest assured, Captain, Master Kong Ming is quite safe currently, but you must hurry. She entrusted a message to me. The weight of a choice cannot be measured with a scale. Even if neither side weight can be borne, choice must be made. But whatever choice you make, I will face it with you, so please hurry. You still have a chance to stop her. So does that mean I should go find Luna immediately? Rita didn't reply. She simply swung her sickle, parting the bushes behind her and revealing a grassy and overgrown hidden path before us. Let's go, everyone. We're about to meet the lady. A mysterious magic girl, other than her name Rita. Everything else about her is a secret. Rita has rejoined. As we continue down the hidden path, I could clearly feel my fatigue. Perhaps everyone had noticed it too, so I tried to be more spirited and energetic. They must have understood my resolve and directed concerned glances at me. My legs grew increasingly sore, and as we approached the tower my vision dimmed. My mind grew hazy, yet that sharp sensation persisted, as if it was piercing through me. Suddenly, crimson smoke enveloped us, seemingly obstructing my progress. But I cannot stop here. This must be Luna's room. A room that has long held her residence. Homu. She still likes Homu so much. Even though the Homu has become old, been washed so many times, its tag and stitching totally worn, You still hold it close to your heart like this. Wait, you. The huge Homodon was sitting on the couch, its soft and furry body wrapped in delicate arms. Is that you, Luna? I rubbed my eyes to ascertain what I saw again, and then incredulously spoke her name. I saw the girl on the couch tightly hugging Homo, her eyes shut, not responding. Are you alright? Luna, look at me, you... I'm so clueless. Is she still mad at me? Could it be that she's been through too much of her own and has exhausted herself? Or maybe has she been hurt? I'm sorry, I'm late. I'll take you to the hospital. You'll be okay, just like before. Don't be scared. I'm here with you. Just noticed behind the text that there actually is a giant Homo at the front. Summoning my courage, I reached to hold her hand. Small hand, so cold. Human. Finally heard her call me. I raised my head and she opened her eyes too. Our gazes met. Not those distinct red pupils, but darkness. A deep, nightmare-like darkness. Captain. Captain, can you hear me? Captain? Who are you? Captain, I'm sure you remember. We are in Miss Luna's castle. It's just that your location is somewhat unique. I must find Luna. True to your reputation, Captain, your determination is unwavering. However, how do I escape from here? Your body is already... Oh, I'm fine. If that's the case, Captain. Follow my voice, and you'll find your way out. You must follow closely. As consciousness returned, fatigue and pain surged, and I reflexively opened my eyes wide. Captain, Rita, is that you? Did you save me? I struggled to survey my surroundings. That's odd, that I faint in this room. To be precise, sir, it was before you entered the room. You just collapsed, and no matter how we tried, we couldn't wake you up. Yeah, and it took Rosemary a lot of effort to enter your dream and interfere with your consciousness. Given her dedication, I forgive her. Why do you still look so... It was only then that I noticed. Since regaining consciousness, Rita's face still wore an anxious expression. Rita, what's wrong? She gave a bitter smile. Once again, I felt the weakness in my body. You should be well aware that during our confrontation just now, you were on the verge of blurting it out. Hey, what are you talking about? The commander's condition hasn't improved at all. Both of you have been acting all secretive since a while ago. Aren't we all allies? What's going on? Ronnie, I'm fine. It's just that I've encountered a situation similar to the one with Kong Ming before. I've meddled with the world's workings too much. I must bear the corresponding cost. No, last time it was because you repeatedly projected into the past. Wait, you've been to this bubble universe before, so... Yeah, I did the same thing for Luna before. It's just I wasn't able to save her then. Because I interfered too many times. The threads of fate between me and them might have already intertwined. Once I crossed paths with them in the bubble universe, the rules of the world attempt to erase us. So your increasing weakness now is because you are getting closer to Luna. Probably. Why didn't you mention this earlier? And what you are doing now, how is that different from throwing yourself into the jaws of death? I must save Kongming, and I must save her too. You could have left this to us. You didn't have to come along at all. No. She ended up like this because of me. I must ask her myself. Because I don't believe that she's been doing all this out of her own free will. And if I don't come, she might escape again. She must also be hoping for our reunion. Still, you shouldn't be so stubborn. Sirin pouted in frustration, something flickering in her eyes. Sorry, Sirin. It's my responsibility. I must take it on. After all, I've played the role of a decent detective novelist in the past. Recalling that strange experience from back then, I felt better. And with everyone's help, I slowly straightened up. Should rest a little longer. No need, I'm much better now. Vampires don't believe in gods, nor in fate. I won't submit to so-called fate either. I found an answer once before, and this time I will do it again. I must stop her before she does something irreversible. I see. We'll stand by you till the end as before. Rita signaled to Himiko and helped me up. She held my left arm, and as if unintentionally, she leaned in close to my ear and whispered, Captain, I shall say this only once. Every choice from now on must be approached with the utmost caution. That person wishes for me to assist you in reaching Miss Luna, thereby bringing about that irretrievable outcome. But since you've made up your mind, in the face of dilemmas devoid of right answers, do remember your original intent, the purpose that propelled your journey. Who is that person? She looked away, not saying a word. Oh, that's just the way back. Oh, we are very close to all those chests, aren't we? Yes. Matching treasure chests. Open a box to see a special mark. If the mark in the next box matches with the previous one, the two boxes will disappear. Okay, it's memory game. Exclamation. Luck. Hearts. Exclamation. Smiley. Sleepy. Smiley. It's weird how the story became suddenly so serious. The Chibi minigame still exists. Guess that's why they didn't go with silly step sounds. Can't make it too silly. Art. Oh, it's confined to one side. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Boy, I wonder where the match for that one is. Oh, this was important. Top floor key. Guess we can't go to Kongmeng. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm used to pain like this. It hurts the most when the moon turns the reddest, but what I will become doesn't matter. I can hold on. Liar. Sister. Oh, sorry. Sister, when did you come back? How was the mission? You're not hurt, are you? Me? No, I'm fine. Must have misheard something. Well, I sprained my ankle, but I'm feeling better now. Big liar. You see, I'm fine, sister. Why are you looking at me skeptically? I'll never lie to you. Still lying at this moment. Don't worry. It'll be over soon. We will all be free by then. Will this lie really end someday? Blood Moon. The door is open. Castle balcony. We're almost there. But Captain, should we rest here for a moment? It's alright, I can manage. What's most important is to prevent Luna from making irreparable decisions. I believe her determination isn't any less than mine. So before she takes action... Captain, are you alright? Captain's condition seems to be getting worse. In other words, we'll surely find this Luna if we go up the stairs. We've been waiting for this moment for too long. Finally, I have no doubt we will take her down. Now, I have a request for you. Can I handle what comes next on my own? She wields immense power from the ether anchor now. Rushing in as a group might lead to danger. Besides, our goal isn't to be her enemy, but to persuade her to abandon her plans. But you alone? Let me go with you, Captain. I'm the one who should bear the weight of all decisions. If it truly comes to the worst situation, at least I can help you. She gripped her gun and understood that the bullets it held were no different from the ones shattering that night. No, Cullen. I understand your resolve now. You've long borne the responsibility of decision made. That is what truly matters. At this point, I won't allow her to make decisions by herself. Grant me this chance to speak with her alone. Okay, then I will wait here until you bring her back to us. I will offer my apologies to her myself. Believe me, this time I will find an answer that satisfies everyone. Alright. She won't listen. Call for us to help. That's right. Make sure she understands that you are not alone. I will. The path ahead. I must tread it alone. Luna at last. I'm about to meet you. Meet! This time, we are finally meeting. Stand off against Luna. Her. We finally meet again. Hey, we're not going in alone. At all. I'm about to meet you, Luna. You sure are persistent. I see you dressed up. Human, do you like this castle? Luna, I'm here. My toys, those that I like and dislike, seem to fancy you a lot. And my older sister left me for you too. They all left with you. Why are you looking for me now? Amazing. Well done. Did you want to hear something like that? I've said it. So why are you still here? Because you haven't told me why you did all this. Why did I capture all the Teresas? It's simple. I hate them. They look just like me, but they are far luckier and freer than me. They can easily have what I want. They don't know anything that I went through. And one of them even, with you, she even... Forget it. It's pointless to talk about this. Anyway, I'm very happy and free now. I can do whatever I want. And there's always someone to accompany me. You didn't come looking for me. That would have been much better. Those few that you released were my favorite playmates. Don't lie anymore. You can't deceive me. Those Teresas told me that you are still very lonely now. You took all the Teresas away because of me, right? Ahem. I know that I've interfered with the world's progress many times. That's why my body is becoming weaker. As I got closer to this place, that stabbing pain in my body felt increasingly prominent. And you definitely also. Stop talking, human. Now, you also feel this pain just like me. As we are both singularities of the world, I cannot accept your right to die for me. Human, don't be conceited. I'm a vampire, a detestable and frightening vampire. Why would I sacrifice my life willingly? That's not all. Continue to hunt and feast on humans to sustain my life. For example, those few you released. Be it them, all the Teresas I've met in other bubbled universes. You left your bite marks on their bodies, but you never hurt them fatally. And as someone who controls the ether anchor, you've long lost your thirst for blood. I know very well that you chose to attack. What are you going to make those Teresas do with your vampiric abilities? Luna, there's still time for everything. Whatever it is, I can share the burden with you. My sister and that woman, they must have told you everything they knew. I'm a creation that defies all law of nature, and after I was born, I hurt too many lives. But in reality, I don't care about all that. I just wanted to get something. My wish. I don't care about the universes, as long as I can fulfill my wish. They can disintegrate for all I care. I only care about... So, you can keep your self-proclaimed kindness and get out of here quickly. That will be best for both of us. This concerns the both of us. I definitely won't leave you alone. No matter what happens, I'll face it together with you. Both of us. A vampire only cares about herself. You and all those Teresas are merely toys to me. But it's fine if you want to stay. I will get rid of all the Teresas now. You can witness that self-absorbed Kongming vanish. You won't. I've said it before, Luna. You cannot deceive me. You don't want to do that at all. Is that so? Admit it. We are the same. We've been anticipating our reunion. You can hear it too, right? Even though our bodies have weakened so much, our hearts are beating heavily. Human, you're really good at saying things that you shouldn't say. If you say that, you will make me waver in my painstakingly gotten determination. So come and hold my hand. Release the remaining Teresas, and I won't let you make the choice alone. Human, you can't possibly think that we still have a choice, can you? I abruptly fell into terrifying darkness. An agonizing pain started from my chest and quickly spread across my entire body. Human, your condition is deteriorating rapidly. If you didn't come looking for me, perhaps we wouldn't be in so much pain, but now, unless you resolve to act, everything will be too late. I must vanquish all the and you must make your choice right away. I won't give up. You don't need to do this either. I suddenly felt that so-called choice is never made out of our own volition. If you really want to fulfill my wish, then... I felt her coming closer to me, a warmth against my ear as she spoke those gentle yet brutal words. Human, kill me. That would be the greatest gift you can give to me. I'm already standing here. I refuse to let you decide our future alone. A sea of darkness consumed my vision, and even dominated my sense of hearing and touch. I struggled as much as I could and fumbled around in the endless darkness. I must hold that hand. I understand how you feel, but I cannot accept it. Absolutely not. If you're looking for that gun and that bullet, I regret to tell you that I returned them to Cullen before coming up here. Because I don't intend to sacrifice anyone this time, be it you or me. A soft voice rang mysteriously and entered my disorganized thoughts. My senses suddenly returned to normal, or rather, they became sharper than ever. Hello, thumbnail. I caught the intense fragrance, heard the mournful sobbing of a girl, and saw the pristine white gown dancing in the wind. Human, you really are such a gentle person. You are completely incapable of hurting me, even though I am cruel and reckless. Because I've always believed in you, you don't truly wish to do those things. Your presence is the greatest miracle I've encountered in my lifetime. But in order to fulfill my wish, you've observed my fate so many times. Unwittingly, you've been cursed by me. Observing your world is my wish. It has nothing to do with you. There's no need for you to sacrifice for my sake. But it is also my wish to die for you. Human, you are the one who gave me a reason to live on. This time I want to give you the chance to survive. No, Luna. There must be another way. I will find a way to separate our destinies, even if I must defy the laws of the universe again. Please give me a bit more time. As expected, you do share my thoughts. That's why I'm doing this. For you, I must eliminate all potential threats, even if it's the world's rules or an outcome you can't accept. Wait, what are you going to do? I reached out my hand, trying to grasp the tender, delicate wrist of the girl, but... Luna! My hand passed through her arm, and made no contact. What have you done? Why? Human, though it pains me, it's time to bid farewell. If I do not disappear, you'll definitely try to change everything through consciousness mapping again and again. But that's too perilous. I don't want you to risk it again for me, so since you won't hurt me, I can only leave on my own accord. No, stop! Don't worry about me. I've long prepared myself for this moment. Even without that bullet, I've found a way to vanish on my own terms. However, at this moment, knowing that you discarded that gun from the start, I'm truly happy. No, I've worked so hard to find you. It can't end like this. I haven't fulfilled your wish yet. You haven't gone to the amusement park, sat on the Ferris wheel, opened a restaurant, or shared a black truffle chocolate steak together, so I tried to hold on to her. But like the reflection of the moon in water, if I tried to touch her, she would shatter, disintegrate, and vanish even quicker. Please, don't go! Enough, human. Don't say this kind of thing when we are parting ways. Fulfill my final wish, okay? What are you saying? Tell me, do I look pretty today? Yes, your white dress complements the moon tonight. It's wonderful to know that you noticed. Though erasing me from your memory might be better for you, I just couldn't resist putting on this gown. I want to remain in your memories in the most beautiful way. You'll always remember me, won't you? I'll never forget. I'll remember you forever. Then I have no regrets. I must depart now, back to the place where I should be. It must be like a storeroom cluttered with odds and ends, containing many, many versions of me. Then I will find you again. Please don't, human. You've done more than enough for me. You must live a long life and remember my face well. And I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care where you are. I will find you, and we will. Thank you for staying with me for so long. I'm truly glad.
Eh, わかった。ここまで付き合ってくれて嬉しかったわ。
And that's the end of part 2. And I think we should leave part 3 for its own. So until next time, I hope we can save her. There has to be a way. Let's see if there is. Good night. And remember me.